Hello YouTube, this is Necrostevo and you're watching one of my narrated Wi-Fi battles. Happy Friday everyone. I believe a lot of you guys started school, so I hope you guys' first week of school went well. As for me, this is the first time that I'm not having school in 6 years. I went through undergrad in 3 years and law school in 3 years, so it's kind of weird. Today's match is a weird match I had with my friend Index on Twitter. We were just supposed to bring whatever we wanted, and she wanted me to bring one Uber, two OU, two NU, and something that's not evolved, I think is what it was. I'm not sure. But she actually didn't bring an Uber, so I was a little bit confused when she was the one who gave me the rules. Anyways, though, I start off with Choice Specs Latios. She starts off with Donphan. I was figuring she would just want to get up the rocks rather than attack me with Ice Shard. And I am correct on that. Her Sturdy kicks in. Not a problem. She sets up her Stealth Rocks. I go for the Surf to knock her down to the Sturdy. Um, she does show me that she has Ice Shard, which I could have switched out from, but I didn't. I knew it wouldn't kill me even if she had an offensive Donphan. There's no way she could kill me without a crit, and I just kind of wanted to take it out. But she actually shows me that she had it holding Life Orb, which I thought was a little bit weird, because that's going to counteract the Sturdy. Anyways, though, now that her rocks are up, she goes out into Cloister. I presume she's going to set up Shell Smash. I don't really care. Choice Spec Surf is going to hurt because Cloister does not have very good special defense. And as you can see, there is a clean 2-hit KO, which is good for me. She does go for Shell Smash. That means most likely she is going to be able to finish off my Latios unless she, makes some weird over prediction or something. Um, but I don't really want to switch out into the wrong thing and give her that opportunity. So I believe I just stay in here, let her finish me off. And I think she only needs one Icicle Spear hit. So that is a very easy KO. So unfortunately, Latios goes down. But now I'm allowed to bring in Scizor, and her defenses dropped, of course, from the Shell Smash, making it a very easy revenge kill. I wasn't really paying too much attention when I was picking out the random Pokemon for this team, as you may have noticed from the team preview. I had Pinsir, Scizor, and Scyther, so that's three bug types, and she has an Arcanine. My Latios has already gone down, and I have Mewtwo, so that doesn't leave me with a lot to switch in on a Flare Blitz. So I just go for the Bullet Punch to do some damage. After the Intimidate, it's really not going to do anything. But I wanted her to take a lot of recoil to allow me to revenge kill her, and I thought I could use the other bugs I had on my team more than Scizor, which is not something you hear too often. Scizor is a very useful Pokemon, and I love using Psycha. She does a great job anytime I use her. For this point, I thought Arcanine would take the most recoil damage by taking out Scizor. This does give me an opportunity to go on to Lita, named after the female. I think it's a wrestler. Her signature move is a head scissors attack. So I thought it was perfect for a female pincer. But I am Choice Scarfed. I'm able to outspeed her Arcanine and go for Stone Edge. Fortunately, I don't miss. Stone Edge has not been working out for me lately, but as PokeMD says, if you don't want to miss Stone Edge, you should use Smackdown. Use something like that, then you don't ever have to worry about missing it unless they lower your accuracy, in which case you need to use something like Swift or Aerial Ace. She goes out into her Grand Bull, which is her NU Pokemon that she's using, and I actually was figuring that she might just go for something to knock out my Pokemon, but she actually goes for Thunder Wave, catching my Scyther on the switch, which that's too bad, as I'm not even going to get a chance to damage it a little bit, and I also get paralyzed when I try to go for Quick Attack. So I don't get any damage in on Granbull. That's not too big a deal, because I was kind of sacrificing X23 to begin with. I did think a Choice Scarf Pinsir was more useful, as she has her Stealth Rocks up, and I don't have a spinner with this random assortment of Pokemon. So here I go out into Mewtwo, and this is really interesting that I brought Mewtwo to this match, because you'll see that the other Pokemon I had remaining was Alakazam. So I picked two Psychic types and a bunch of bugs, which not a very great team composition, as you'll see, especially because she had Arcanine and Honchkrow, excuse me. I almost said Noctowl for some reason. I am able to finish off Granbull with Aura Sphere. This Mewtwo, I've been changing around its moveset. I soft reset in the Pokemon Center until I picked up one with a Timid Nature. And I can't decide if I want to run a Calm Mind one or just a 4 attacking one or a Choice Specs one. Haven't decided. Here she goes out into Honchkrow. I figured she would go for Sucker Punch just because that's painfully obvious, so I go out into my Pinsir just to dodge a Sucker Punch and to be able to hit her with a Choice Scarf move, but she predicts that. I know it was a fairly obvious switch, but since I only have, I believe, these three Pokemon remaining, I didn't want to take any chances with Mewtwo. Unfortunately, since she did predict correctly, that means both my Alakazam and my Mewtwo are set up to take a +1 from her Moxie Sucker Punch. That's stab and super effective. So I go out into Spoony Sage. I actually switched his item right before I had this battle, I recall. And I switched it to a Focus Sash, which I was using this, I had switched Spoony Sage's moveset over so that I could use him in double. So he has Protect on him. And I wanted to try it out with the Focus Sash as well. And so I brought it in. I'm counting, okay, I need to figure out a way to run this thing out of its Sucker Punches before I attack it. And so that's one Sucker Punch to use against Spoony Sage. Fortunately, I hit the the Focus Blast, Aura Sphere as Mewtwo's attack. And then I just go for Protect, which means she's down 2 Sucker Punches. Now, Sucker Punch can have a maximum PP of 8. So my work is a little bit cut out for me here. Fortunately, Mewtwo has the Pressure ability, which I think is the only time that that ability comes into play for me. And I'm not even trying to PP stall with something that can recover its HP, as my Mewtwo does not carry Recover. But there she used 2 because she failed with the Sucker Punch against my Mewtwo. And here I use Calm Mind, so she wastes another 2, leaving her 2 PP on her Sucker Punch. And at this point, she needed to predict whether or not I was going to attack or whether I was going to switch out or Calm Mind again. And right there, she chose to go for Drill Peck, and that is the turn I chose to go ahead and attack her with Ice Beam. So it's very interesting that it really didn't matter that I brought Mewtwo to this battle, because she could have ended it very easily off of that 50-50 coin flip. Kyurem comes in. I do outspeed it. I have +1, and Kyurem is extremely bulky, even though its ice typing gives it a weakness to a lot of different types, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I really like Kyurem. I haven't gotten a chance to use the one that I have very much. I'm probably going to try to use it in some upcoming battles. It's a little bit weird to use because I think it's still borderline, and I tend to play lower tiers a little bit more common, but it does get taken out by the Aura Sphere. So that was a very narrow 2-0 victory where having Mewtwo in the battle really didn't matter. Today's upload is a little bit shorter, but you know, it's a Friday. You guys are probably just getting in from whatever you're doing, whether it be work or school, or maybe you guys are some of you are just waking up from a night of fun, we'll say. I don't know. I don't know what you guys do on a Thursday night. I know what I do. It's probably involving Pokemon or writing a cover letter or a resume format. Anyways, I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you all enjoyed this battle. And if you guys haven't already added me on Skype or on Twitter, be sure to do that. Now that I'm unemployed, I have a lot more time for matches. So I've been hitting up those two for sure a lot more. And also add me on Facebook because I have access to that almost at any time. So if you guys are looking to battle me, feel free to add me on any of those. I'll leave the links in the description. And you guys have a great weekend. Alright, bye now.